Hey there, I'm Chief Meteorologist Ben Pine with an update on the very powerful Hurricane Florence. Still a major Category 4 hurricane, and you can see once again that nicely organized eye structure right there. And it really hasn't changed over the last 24 hours. Our update that we gave you yesterday had 140-mile-per-hour winds, and that's where we still see Hurricane Florence at this time. It's moving to the west and northwest at about 17 miles per hour. It covered about 300 miles of ground or ocean water yesterday. You can see 725 miles to the east-southeast of Cape Fear, North Carolina is the current location with a central pressure at 945 millibars. By tomorrow, still a Cat 4 hurricane with winds up to around 155 miles per hour. So it's moving over favorable warm tropical waters, so some strengthening is expected. That's near Cat 5 strength. As it heads towards the Carolina coastline, could make landfall as a Category 4 or 3 hurricane with the latest update here from the National Hurricane Center. And from the National Hurricane Center, their words: expect life-threatening, catastrophic flash flooding, storm surge, and of course the hurricane force winds. So you're looking at flooding from the ocean, the storm surge, and then this storm will perhaps sit in this general location for several days. So then you've got the threat from the air, obviously all those raindrops adding up, possibly 1 to 2 to over 2 feet of rainfall in some locations. So Thursday afternoon, I think we'll see some of the initial bands and tropical storm force winds hitting the Carolina coastline. You can see the hurricane warnings that are posted from near Charleston, South Carolina, all the way up through the Outer Banks and all of the basically coastline of North Carolina. And then it will quickly become a tropical storm after it makes landfall. Landfall schedule right now is early on Friday. This right here shows you two different weather models and the central of low pressure of that system. And this is the mean or the middle of that low pressure. So we've got the European weather model in blue and the GFS weather model in red. And they take a very similar path, as you can see right here. So there's that initial landfall, most likely North Carolina. But then it kind of curls to the west or southwest and starts covering South Carolina with a lot of rainfall. Now this is with the latest data, and this is still subject to change. And if the storm is just kind of slowly moving through, that could spread a lot of rain into parts of Georgia as well and over the Appalachian Mountains. And then eventually we might see the remnants of Hurricane Florence try to spill over the Appalachians and sling some showers our way by Sunday and especially into Monday and Tuesday, but that's still a while off too. So minimal local impact for us around Kentuckiana. This is a look at the total amount of rainfall through Monday. These bright colors that you see here, again, northeastern Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, indicate 1 to over 2 feet of rainfall. We could see some heavy rain even farther north than that, and we're talking the potential of record amounts of rainfall. So we've got those storm surge warnings, the hurricane warnings. We could see again flooding, especially on these Outer Banks areas. Those coastal islands there could be just covered up by over 10 feet of storm surge. So definitely a very, very serious situation. Of course, we all have a lot of friends that live off in the mid-Atlantic, southeast, or maybe this is one of your favorite vacation spots. It is going to be a big impact. And all the millions of folks that live along the southeast here in this danger zone have to move inland. So, of course, we're going to have a lot of folks visiting from the southeast here locally. So that is your update for today. We'll have more updates on the latest track from the National Hurricane Center for Hurricane Florence coming up tomorrow.